We're farmers. Of course we're looking for ways to increase our yield.
We're extension educators. Of course we want to provide unbiased information to help farmers succeed.
We're farmers. Of course we want to see a money return if we try a new practice.
We're educators. Of course we're always running down farmers to do on-farm research trials. Matt!
Yes, I'm Matthew King, and I guess I farm for, our farm name is We Feed You Farms, and we're farmers in Delaware and Union County, Ohio. Grow corn, wheat, soybeans, and hay.
I'm Jackie Smith. I am the Ag and 4-H educator in Delaware County, Ohio.
We're farmers. Of course we're skeptical of salesmen that show up.
We're educators. Of course we want to try up-and-coming products on the market.
We're farmers. Of course putting biologicals on seed treatment sounds something interesting and fun to us.
We're educators. Of course we want to run replicated, treated, and untreated tests. We have a biological seed treatment trial out here.
We took and planted some acres with regular talc, some with a meristem product, and some with a nutrient product.
These treatments were replicated 3 times across the field.
Biologicals seem to be all the rage throughout agronomy agriculture here in Central Ohio. We felt it pertinent to get some research and get some information to see if they were actually going to bring yield and economics.
Fertilizers have gotten more expensive. Biologicals offer an opportunity for the plant to get a better start with possibly a less of a fertilizer package required, getting the plant off to a better start early.
When we look at something such as biologicals, we want to be sure that we get all the different contours of a field involved.
It's your area, your soil type, and it's also kind of in using the equipment that you use.
A small plot may or may not represent those very well. When we have an on-farm research trial, it's going to give us a much better understanding and a much better value across the entire field.
I think it's important that farmers conduct research because, things cost a lot of money nowadays. It's not cheap to farm. If you do your own research, you might be able to save some money on the front end and make more money on the back end. Technology has really helped us in a lot of ways. We used to spray our soybean fungicide with a ground rig, but after much research, we found aerial application was cost effective. So now we do that all aerial. So that's just one example of, we're always trying something new here.
The evolution of technology has changed the way I work with farmers and partnerships with on-farm research through them being able to drop me a pin where the field location is, through them being able to text me the data.
For me, I've also seen some use with social media. I can't say that social media has brought me some direct monetary gain on my farm, but it's brought awareness to the public. People know who we are, see what we do, and I think that's actually as important as anything nowadays. I have a lot of people that follow me on social media or follow us on social media that actually don't come from a farming background, and they've learned a lot from what we do and what we talk about.
We're educators. Of course we waited till a rain day to hound you for information.
We're farmers. Of course we're going to talk about the weather. For this trial, weather-wise, it was a little later going in than we wanted because we had quite a bit of rain in early May, so it was planted mid to late May, and that's just the way it was. And then since then, the corn has not wanted for anything. We've had ample rain, no major weather events.
Compared to the rest of Ohio, we've seen that southern Ohio has some dry spots and some northern Ohio has some dry spots as well. But here in central Ohio, specifically Delaware County, we've had very good weather conditions and the crops look great.
We've seen a little bit of weed pressure. We did end up posting the corn at about the 3rd, 4th leaf, and I think that again was just because the ground was worked early and it was planted much later than we expected, so it ended up having to be post-sprayed. Disease pressure, we have not seen any. I was just scouting last week for fungicide application, which we'll probably be doing in about 10 days or so to that field.
Soon, the effects of the drought came in August and September. This accelerated the ripening and moved up harvest. Visual differences were not noticed between the treatments during the growing season. However, late season tar spot was seen throughout the trial.
We're farmers. Of course we're suspicious even if it says the data worked.
For this trial, we had 3 treatments. Our control that had talc applied, a Loveland Awake Flow Boost product, and a meristem hopper throttle product. The Awaken Flow Boost product is a micronutrient seed lubricant, while the hopper throttle is a biological seed lubricant. The product was applied at planting in the seed box. The average for the control talc treatment for this trial was 213 bushels per acre. The average for the Awaken Flow Boost treatment was 225.8 bushels per acre. The average for the Hopper Throttle treatment was 229.6 bushels per acre. In this study, the test products showed a statistical significant difference between the control talc treatment, but they did not show a difference from each other.
We're farmers. Of course, we're going to get really excited when we made a lot of money.
Since the treatment went in with the seed in the planter, the application charge is a wash. The cost of the talc was $2.71 per acre. The Awaken Flow Boost was $6.79 per acre, and the cost of the Hopper Throttle treatment was $15.34 per acre. Taking a cash price of $3.78 from the local elevator on the day of harvest, we see a positive return compared to the traditional talc treatment. The Hopper Throttle application netted $50.12 over the talc, and the Awaken Flow Boost application netted $44.30 over the talc treatment. In summary, this study showed that in this season's conditions, that a biological or a micronutrient seed lubricant product yielded better and statistically paid off compared to the talc treatment.
We're farmers. Of course, we love working with our county extension educators.
We're educators. Of course, we love building relationships with our farmers through on-farm research.
Want to learn more? Visit the link on screen to get your copy of this year's eFields report.